This day 1349, the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Our limitation be as close for Achenu Kol Beis Yisrael and the Sulim Batzara Bashivya. Today we're doing You're There, Simon Reish Mem, Sif Chav Test, Lamed Vav. Chav Test, Od Kosav. The Ramah writes, V'dafkin Motzel Izok Kiso Le'am. Specifically, if the father wants to throw his wallet into the sea, these becheson kisman, there's a loss. Revach Balma. He just wants to prevent you from making money. Also, and you're not allowed to embarrass your father no matter what. It's true that the Ran wrote this an answer according to that which we hold that the Kibbutz Avim is at the father's expense. My Ma'aser Gemara Midaminasina. Why does the Daminasina? What's more being for Daminasina? She said Revach Sach Rab, who lost a great profit. Shalora tell like he didn't want to wake up his father. He said two answers. Yesh chiluk ben kibud litzar, between kibud and tzar. This is evidently tzar is also, even if it even at the cost of a significant amount of profit. Or to curtail a profit, everybody agrees that you have to do that to honor your father. Excuse me, I skipped. Yeah, you're asking about the prophet. Rambam Batur low if you say Rambam Batur don't bring this down. Shmarina Lusri okay, must they don't hold this way. Feel that's around you could around ain't right remaises who no evidence from Dominacina like Shishnei unless there's two things here. Heder Revach, that it's an absence of profit as opposed to a loss. Utzaro, and something that's going to cause him anguish, opposed to something which has to do with respect. Well, like it's a Mishnah, so that's going to cause to wake him up as sleep, etc. That's a tsar. Like that story, where it was the tsar of waking him up. Even though he wrote this for both terutzim, even though even though he wrote this two separate terutzim. Sorry, nevertheless, you have to go by both. So I'm not sure this halacha, but Minias Revach, if there's a makom where you're not going to be sorry your father. In the parentheses here, again, replacing the brackets you've had elsewhere. The Ben Tzarech b'makom aviv l'din Torah, that a son has to go to his father's place for a din Torah. I guess the father is the Tovea and the son is the Nitba. Av Ashua Nitba, even though the son is the Nitba, is the person who's being Simon. Vidar Birches lives in another city, and Allah has said you go after the Nitba. Whereas Baruch Hashem Mishma Simon Yud Yudalit Ayin Sham. That's explained there. V'zesh Kasav Dav Chaim Shleim Lahotzaosav. That which he says that the father has to pay the expenditure to get to where the Beis Din is. The Kibbutz Av Mishal because Kibbutz comes to the father. Tzarchim. Not clear. Barabo Gankin Adin came. The Rebbe, it's also that case, also true, has been from the Rebbe. So his Rebbe should also have to pay his expenses. Thanks for a clown. No, as far as all the Rebbe should pay expenses. Furthermore, since he's required to go Medina of Kibbutz Avim or Kibbutz Rabo, why should the father pay his expenditures? More astonishing. Don't make your mother go to such an effort, difficulties. If you have to pay more, she has to pay back. And even though this might not be halacha, in order that you shouldn't have any opening to argue on my psak, Amarti Kane, I said that your mother should pay, even though it's not necessarily the case. You shouldn't make the mother pay. You shouldn't make the father pay. B'tzarchian, first request for an analysis for Duke. Lamed, Kishem Shechayev L'Kavnu Chayev, just so you have to give them cover during their lifetimes. Ken Chayev L'Kavnu L'Achar, so you have to give them cover after their death. Kesa. Household. Yomer Dov, Dvar Shmui Pi Aviv, he should sing over some sort of Torah from his father. Omer says, Kachamar Abba. This is what my father said. How many kaparas mishkava may be the atonement for his respite, for his bed? V'zeu toch yud beis chodesh is within 12 months of his father's death. Shadam nidon achamoso, because the person is normally judged for only up to 12 months. Makabel alav al nafsho yisur, and the son of makabel upon himself afflictions in order that his father shouldn't suffer. Aval archi beis chodesh after 12 months, le'em arkein should say this already kvar kibel dino. His father already got his din. Say his memory is a blessing. That's for Rambam his father, whose memory should be for the eternal life of the world to come. That's when you see Zala Zion Lamed, hey, Zion Lamed Lamed, hey. That is the Rashi Tevas for Zichron Lebracha L'Chaye Olam Haba. The Gemara Gersa Ayinsham. Leidati Matzum Shon Sfilei the Lav Dafka who. I'm not sure if they hold it's Lav Dafka that is to say Zalala. Arukh HaShulchan didn't bring down the whole statement, even though the statement must be made. It's very showing that Zichron Lebracha is always enough. The minig is talking say only zal. The chem ksiva also when writing yesh mixas medak the chem chaysvim zalalaha as a Rashi Tevas. For some reason, it's become customary to say about women aleh shalom, even though the only man's zichron livracha. There's no source for that. Really, for women, it goes be zichron livracha and zichron if she is one tzaddikas livracha too. Mamraf Yeshish Kasav Shagam Tochid Beis Chodesh. Don't say that even during 12 months you'll hold my zal. You can also say Zichron Lebracha Elacha Yud Beis Chodesh, but after 12 months Elam Arni Kapras Mishkavo. It shouldn't say that. Midnei Shekvar Kibul Din because Ray got his din. That's the shach. Vena Minig Kain. The minig is not like that. I'm not sure what the minig is not like. I think the minig is like that. Primitive Rabbeinu Ramah Lo Mash Mekain. Also, the mouth doesn't sound that way. Because says Yeshim. Some say Im Kaisel Tochid Beis Chodesh Dabar. I see. It's going on Mishakasav specifically. No, that's not true. It's because of some say the issue in the Kasav Dr. Beis Chodesh Davar. If you're writing something and mention your father, ain't so already Kaparas Mishkavo, you don't have to say that. Ella Zichron Levracha. Because whatever he writes is going to be there after 12 months. Yes, those who mark it, Philip Ksiva to write Reka Person Mishkava, Chain Noggin, that's custom. I can't show. Reshikmir Lamar Dafka Reka Person Mishkava. Yes, you think the Dilma Reka Person Mishkava, Kaiser Kol Yubes Chodesh. Maybe Reka Person Mishkava, you write all 12 months. The Kaddish ain't only make you out of Chodesh, but Kaddish only say between 11 months. So I guess it's a question. Right? Question: why would Mishkavo be 12 months if Kaddish only say 11 months? Because we don't want to assume that our departed parent is burning for 12 months like a Russia. The Tirat have a Shev al Taisa. The answer that here it's the Shev al Taisa. Dhasam, sorry, have Shev al Taisa. There, by Kaddish, you can refrain. Just don't say Kaddish. But here, here we have to mention your father, and then you have to say something. So it's better to say Ray that's the task. Oh, the Lo Dami Milsa de Barabim, the Davan Yasi. So there's no comparison between something which is done in public. Well, I guess you don't have to be so effusive. Saying we have to do more effusive, be more effusive. His father and mother went insane. also kids Dominicina there when his mother came as Invazim in the front of this parliament. So you should still try and do with them what according to their psychosis, what they would perceive to be kibbud. Until mercy comes out of them, Klomar, she decides to die. In other words, when they're restored to their sanity. We can't tolerate it because they're really different than they used to be. Because the Ram says you should go and leave them. And you should direct other people to conduct them properly. We see the Ravid complains against this. When he goes and leaves them, who's going to command to take care of them? Arukh HaShulchan says it's not a taina. Nearly the Rambam, it's like this. The Yodua Shemishtakim be yoser, when people are particularly insane, you have to put them into handcuffs of chavolim and ropes, straight jacket. That's what a son can do. If he directs other people to do it, he should go. Okay, it's and the commencement says I tasif cotton. Yadal Drisha Varenu Ose Shaper, whatever it is. It's good according to Arukh HaShulchan. Lama Gimel Ra Aviv She Avar Al Dibetar. If you see a father violating something, which is a Torah prohibition, they also because of his lack of knowledge. Lo Yomar Lo, he shouldn't say to him Avarta Dibetar. Yomar Lo Abba, he should say to him Abba Kasubatar Kach V'Kach. It's like a question. He says Kasubatar doesn't say the Torah Kach V'Kach. He will show me metal. So if you ask him, look, they're not warning him. For Yavin, he'll understand Me'atzmo on his own that he made a mistake. He won't be embarrassed. Me'omer Eze Shmuel B'tos, if he's saying of some halacha, but with a mistake, you shouldn't say to him, Nehachi, don't learn it like that, like this. Say, but this is how we learned. Not like you just said. Mashugmara, but become like that. Dimaviv Russia. If his father's Russia, you don't have to be a mention. If Russia, if he's not a wicked person, as he's not midos, but he has bad midos, the son of is detested by other people. Shikor, also if he's drunk. Tov, she's a drunkard. Tov, she's a chekesatzmo mimenu. It's best to distance yourself from your parent under those conditions. Maybe Maisa Bashikor brings the story with a certain drunk. Masha Asla Bonam Ayin Sham and his children didn't see there. Vidad the mitzvahs kibbud roy v'nogachi and nikar heitev shows the Shem mitzvah. The mitzvah of kibbud, it's appropriate that it should be clearly seen as soon as Shem mitzvah because of sever chassidim. The banner come may aviv utzarleches la'achar utzarleches. Son's getting up because father's coming, but really he has to go somewhere else immediately. So we've gotten up anyway. So it's so yes, in that case, he should go and sit down before he goes on his way. Yosef, he should go back and sit down. It should be obvious that he got up in front of his father's covenant. But okay, if not, looks like he's just getting up to go. For the Rabo Yasa can't send him to a Rebbe, and anything similar. Now we said the Rasha ain't a chai b'chvoidai. Father's Rasha not a chai b'chvoidai. He's bar old b'sifla mates the Rambam. We'll see that the Rambam disagrees. Lamadal dover pashuru. It's obvious. Kibbud of the aim no doche shum mitzvah doesn't push up any mitzvah. Let me buy him avim yitzavol dvar say b'sheva that it's not just the father commands him to violate one of the commandments by doing something or refrain doing something. The also Shmuel now left to listen to him. Kidatani, like it says, Bamtil on base. Haresh Ramal Aviv, his father told him, he told me the mace, go we come tell me this corpse, who Kohen, and the son is a Kohen. Out to Tachzir Avera, don't get back a lost object. Yochel Ishmael, listen to him, tell him, Ishimo Aviv Tiro, V'Gomer, and Yoshem Elkeichem. You should be in awe of your father and mother, but I'm God your Lord. You are required to respect me. For if you tzava mitzvah the rabbanon, even if the father says you should be over mitzvah the rabbanon, I feel by Sheva Tasa, and not by Kumaseva Sheva Tasa, by refraining. Kagon Shalola Lik Ner Hanukkah, such as not like Hanukkah counts, the Osli Shmolo, you're not allowed to listen. The Lo Nachtim Mazela Esi Dochalos, I say, we don't come out here to Esi Dochalos, I say Esi Kud Havaim, should be Dochalos, I say, or Kapaim with Chos, it's Rabbaner, or at least push it's Rabbaner, Mivnei, Mitzvah say the Kibbutz on account of, I say, of honoring the parent. The came with the Atera Gilsa, the Koshu Naked Atera, ain't like people shoes and Tzavs Mino. The Torah clarifies it. It's something which is against the laws of the Torah. Father has no authority to command the son. As on it, we may look God it's Rabbanon. So there's Rabbanon neged Torah. It's against the Torah because Baruch Tzibah. Please let's do because Shechacham Yagiru. So don't deviate from whatever the Chacham is saying. Okay. Laminate because of Rosh B'Tshuva. Rosh writes so. Av Shetzilim no Shaleit Abein Pliny. Shouldn't speak with so and so. Shalayim Cholo shouldn't forgive him. Amashaslo. What he did to him, as my place, certain time elapses. The son wanted to make peace with that guy. As he was concerned with his father's command. He shouldn't be concerned with that command. You shouldn't hate, you're not supposed to hate anybody. Unless you see him violating, committing a transgression. Lisno, the father who commanded to hate. I've called Kamine. That's how do I do it? La Torah to cause a violate Torah Akashon. End quote for the rush. Even in command to do something awesome. Ella Sivo L'Shamsho, he commanded him to serve this other guy. Yeshua ben Mitzalatsos, and the son has to comply. It's mitzvah. A mitzvah veres. And the mitzvah is not a time that will pass. Shita Shem Shamesh is obvious. It's obvious that you serve your father. Charkiasa mitzvah, and then do this mitzvah, what the father gave you. Then a mitzvah veres, so the mitzvah passes. Hadin Kain, Kach. This is halacha. Im Shalom mitzvah Yosasadei Acherim. The mitzvah done somebody else. Yishamish is aviv. He should be Mishamish's father. Acherim yasu mitzvah. The other people do mitzvah. I mean, if but it can't be the other people. Yaniach kibbut aviv. He should forsake kibbut aviv. Yasa mitzvah and do the mitzvah. Yeshuba aviv chayvim kavod Hashem yisborach. We're both chayv in honoring our Kodesh Baruch Hu. Shetzivana a mitzvah command us to do mitzvah. So if you it's possible to perform for others. In kvar yischiba mitzvah, if you already started the mitzvah, lo yafsik. You should not interrupt. L'shamish is aviv to serve his father. Doisik a mitzvah patim in a mitzvah. About the one mitzvah, of course, you're part of the other mitzvah. Mitzvah veres, and mitzvah veres, where you can take the initiative and go, it's k'mo avayas hametz levayik for us and bury him chayetzim etc. In parentheses it says yesh laim b'chol avayas neisim shaykh le'asos aidei acherim. I'll call chad muto. Each and every person has an obligation to go. It's a question whether shaykh something to do acherim. Lamivav Arukh HaShulchan so perkanu gil gadol talmud Torah yes kibbut avein. Talmud Torah is great kibbut avein ve'im sha'al osan yudal shanim for those 14 years. Shalom at Yaakov Eitzel Shem Aver that Yaakov learned in the house of Shem Aver. Lo and Asher kibbut av. He was not punished for kibbut av. Chenim wrote it because the Torah is exempt. Chenim wrote it echli moba cher acheres. If the son was going to learn in a different city, Yachol leilach shalob yishus abiv yimo. Goes out as far as mother's permission. Near is that the shloch mitzvah acheres. But this when you do so he goes to another mitzvah, a different type of mitzvah. So shus abiv yimo. It's got to have his father and mother's permission. Avagav. Even though when you need it for your parnos, you certainly don't have to ask permission. It's a mitzvah to take to get authorization. That's also mitzvah patim in a mitzvah because somebody is also mitzvah is really patim for a mitzvah. Mitzvah's kibud, but you told me it's a ches. I can relinquish. It's a kibud take another mitzvah, so he has to really ask. The bracket says in the parentheses here, can you do that door? If you give much custody to Talmud Torah God, My kasu my kasu elevare, why they write elevare kudamron, it's certainly like we said. Okay, and this of course applies to choice of yeshivas too. The father can't compel his son to go to Sunni yeshiva. I guess he doesn't pay to, if he does pay tuition, then the son has no choice, but he's not mechuyev to go to the yeshiva of his parents' choice. He goes where he wants to go.